Hello and welcome to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. Our guest for tonight was the first ever official spokesman of the Kenyan government. Can you imagine that? He was the first Kenyan to be trusted with the concept of speaking for the government, which includes kutetea serikali. Just think about that for a moment. Kazi ya kutetea serikali. He retired from that position in 2012 to become the president of the Machakos County government. Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua is in the house. Now also in the house is 2,000 bob worth of telecom airtime that I want to give to you. That is if you can type fast enough. That is all courtesy of the Usiku Sako Bundles offer, aka the good news we've been sharing on this show over the past few weeks, courtesy of Telecom Kenya. I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But first, this past week, the head of the president's escort team, Mr. Josephat Keremi, banned the use of miraa at State House, making this the second time a UK government has banned miraa. So moving forward, ile jaba itakuwa inakubaliwa kuingia State House ni jaba ya president peke yake. That is his son, Jaba Kenyatta. On their side, activists have claimed that this is a political move. And because the government is doing a lot of business with China, this directive is just to show that the president has nothing to do with the Japanese. On the real though, mimi nashuku hii ndio kitu ilichomea wase wa veve. Imagine unye akipita anapata wase wa escort wanachana hivi State House. Hata wewe unaweza wakaje na watu wamekufuria. Now this could as well be about eliminating competition. Mambo ya taxing ni ya KRA peke yake. Wase wa veve mwache kuita hiyo residue ya miraa taxing. But my personal opinion ni ati miraa imekuwa banned because ukisikia vitu zingine usemwa huko alafu uende State House upate wase wanachana unaweza dhani State House ni base. Now one thing about miraa also is that when you consume it, ukipiga miraa, ukichana miraa, you can forget about sleep. So there goes your confirmation that the government does not like woke citizens. In other news, as a measure to combat COVID-19, while still ensuring that people continue with their normal lives, the government has issued a directive that weddings will only last for 45 minutes with a maximum of 15 people in attendance. Basically, moving forward, weddings are going to last as long as marriages. In case you're wondering how they arrived at 15 people and a maximum of 45 minutes, it's very simple. They simply collected data from wedding WhatsApp groups. Watu left groups za mchango within the first 45 minutes. And usually, wale watu 15 ubaki ni juu hawana otherwise. Mimi nimeweka kwa WhatsApp group yenye bibi harusi ndio alikuwa kwanza kuleft. But then again, 45 minutes really, 45 minutes. Who would ever have thought that there will come a time that the government will insist on early marriages? Ndio uone harusi imeisha by 6, lazima ilikuwa imeanza by 5 ama ilikuwa imeanza 5. Harusi inaweza anza after job na ishe before curfew. How can a wedding be that short? Si nilikuambia hawa hakuna mahali wanapelekana. What did you expect kwa hizo doa za kuharakishwa? Harusi gani ya 20 minutes? Wewe unajua waliekea hata mchungaji pilau take away. But come to think of it, a maximum of 15 people. Do you even need a venue? Unajua hii hata unaweza olewa kwa matatu. Now also, isn't it funny that they have allowed 100 people per church service, but only a maximum of 15 people for a wedding? That's a tricky position for someone opting for a church wedding. Wapendwa naomba watu 85 wajitolee watoke nje, ndugu Jacob anataka kuoa. Tafadhali mjitolee, tutawaita tukimaliza. Hizo ni aibu ndogo mazi kama zile ziletwa na kukosa bundles. Najua hali ya uchumi ni mbaya mpaka sasa hivi unaweza pata na by the way, this is a case ya watu wengi. Unatoka job alafu unakuwa offline mpaka next morning juu umetoka kwa wifi. Who want you kama ni weekend mazi? Maze mkisikia na wachano hizi mambo za bundles hapa kila time maze. Make the best of the Usiku Sako bundles za Telcom because it's such a bargain. I'm talking about 5 GB at 50 bob only, 700 MBs daily, coming with an extra 700 MB night bundles valid from 10 p.m. as early as 10 p.m. Just dial *544# on your Telcom line to get to enjoy this great offer. Also, I have 2,000 bob worth of Telcom airtime for you. Na credo last week iliendea dem tena maze. Ann Keringa wa Instagram Leo, airtime could be yours. Now, instructions are very simple. There's 10 digits between numbers 9 and number 8 to make up the 12 digits in 1,000 Bob Telkom airtime. Now, our guest on this episode is the governor for Machakos County, Dr. Alfred Mutua. Na tuko na story mob sana tunataka kupiga naye, but before that, siniwangushie credo ya Telkom tafadhali. Classic, karada na simu yako. There's 10 digits between number 9 and number 8 to make up the 12 digits in 1,000 Bob airtime. And the 10 digits are, be ready. Nasoma mara moja, so rather the 10 digits are 1, 1, 7, 9, 4, 9, 8, 2, 0, 3. Load it up. Ikiingia kwa simu yako, send me a screenshot on any of my social media accounts. That is Dr. Kingori on Facebook, Dr_Kingori on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll add you another 1,000 Bob airtime worth of airtime at Telkom. Notification gang, I also have 1,000 Bob worth of Telkom airtime for you. This goes to the one comment without a single like. Yeah, last week inaendea Asaf Kinsley. In fact, I have pinned his comment. Ama her comment. Asaf Kinsley. Asaf Kinsi, nimepin comment yake, na alafu credo ya this week inaendea comment yenye haina like. Unaget? Uzuri, Asaf nimempea cause comment yake haina like, alafu ameweka mpaka namba yake ya Telkom hapo. That made it very easy. Na ingia tena hapo kwa comments kuangalia nani comment yake haina like hata moja, alafu ni msort. Tuende kazi. We are back with the governor for Machakos County, Dr. Alfred Mutua on the other end of this break. So see you guys. Welcome back to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori Vlemna Show. Tuko na show nzito sana na leo our guest ni the governor, the current governor of Machakos County. Na one of the interesting bits imenibamba sana kwa story yake ni ati he rose. Ameikuwa msewa mjei, but now he is a governor. Karibu sana governor kwa show.
Sasa nono umekaa mbali na mimi, kwa hivyo weka hapo mimi nikae hapa kwa
hivyo social mask.
Social distancing.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Habari yako ndugu?
Niko poa sana.
Na kuona uko poa kabisa.
Kabisa na wewe?
Naona umepiga shine.
Mimi kwa hivi, it's my weakness.
I'm telling you. I like that. It's a weakness.
Kierere yangu kwanza ilikuwa inataka kunituma kwa kitu moja. Of all Kenyans,
yes, they
could have appointed in 2 or 4 to speak for the government.
Yes.
Wewe ndio walikuona.
Ni Mwenyezi Mungu. Unajua, when I was in high school, I went to Dagoretti High School, alafu nikaenda Jammu, 5 and 6.
Yes.
On Dagoretti, I used to do public speaking.
Okay.
Actually, I used to win all those debates. Nikaenda from 5 and 6 Jamhuri High School.
Yes.
Nilikuwa naenda hizo maswali kwa wanafunzi siku hizo. Tulikuwa naimba, nakumbuka wimbo ya jamaa alikuwa nani? Kwa wimbo someni kwa nguvu, muongeze pia bidii. Mwisho wa kusoma mtapata kazi nzuri sana. Lakini siku hizi ni mwisho wa kusoma mtahangaika kote sana. Kwa sababu kuna kazi siku hizi. So hizo maswali kwa wanafunzi, hizo debates, kumbe Mungu alikuwa ananipangia. Then when I went to the US for studies, I got a scholarship.
Yes.
When I went to studies, ndio niweze kulipa my school fees in the US, I did public speaking competition. They call it forensics, the forensics of speech. And I toured the US, I was their best speaker, and I was able to earn my scholarship. Kumbe Mungu alikuwa ananiprepare kuwa government spokesman to a position that had not been created. Usicheze na Mungu bana.
Umenibamba sana vile ume-explain later because now it makes sense. Unajua nilikuwa mara ya kwanza umesema nilikuwa natafuta Mungu na serikali pamoja in one sentence. Inatokea wapi?
Unashindwa Mungu na gani?
Is there a time where you ever admitted that the government is wrong?
No, the governments are never wrong. No, governments are never wrong. You know, as far as I'm concerned. But you see, the thing is,
yes,
governments tell you what you need to know.
What you need to know.
What you need to know. I mean, when I was government spokesman, and I told you about the number of bombs that we removed from buildings in Nairobi that are going to kill people, you'd panic. Country shut down. I mean, these things happen all the time. I mean, there are many things that happen in government that wananchi do not know and do not need to know. Government is about protecting people.
Yes.
Government is about ensuring that people are able to move forward with their lives continuously. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So there are so many things in government that people do not understand. And you tell people, you don't lie to them, but you tell them the truth that they can handle.
A percentage of the truth.
No, you can even tell them a big percentage, but what they can handle at the time.
Ah, the
Unaelewa?
truth in installments.
The truth in installments. You give it to them. I like that. Kama dawa kumwa na kichwa.
Unaona kama sahi, yani we ni noma. Hiyo kitu ya hiyo gava ili kuingia sana mpaka you have a different name, a nice name for everything. Like, mi ukiniuliza nasema, that's a very nice, inaitwaje, that's a flower name for a lie. Like, a truth in installments. Sio ati,
No.
I did not tell you the whole thing, but...
No, I gave it to you in small doses. You give it to you in small doses.
What's
or
the
you
worst that
tell,
could
or you
happen?
tell people, you know, you can, if governments just came out and said things
Yes.
without proper thinking about the impact on the society, they can cause rampage, they can cause riots, they can cause collapse of the economic system, and it's all governments everywhere. There's so many things that happen in governments
Yes.
and in countries that governments are so busy protecting
Yes.
our people from. And that's
Because I thought giving
that's the truth.
Giving such information would make you look like heroes. So
Yeah,
basically...
but you see, this is just once in a while. Once
okay.
in a while. But majority of the time you told people what is happening.
Ah,
But you see, the problem in Kenya is that we are so skeptical
Yes.
because of the history of Kenya during
Yes.
the, you know, from the 70s, 80s,
Yes.
90s, where there's constraining of freedom of expression,
Yes.
that if you're told the truth, you always think it's not the truth, even though
okay.
it can be nothing but the truth. So we had been so conditioned
Yes.
by this government that every time you spoke ill of the government,
Yes.
you worried that utaingia ndani.
Okay.
People are tortured in Nyayo House.
Yes,
You know,
I've heard the stories.
Watu walifinywa, watu waliingia hapo wakiongea na base. Habari yako bana. Wakatoka hapo wakisema habari yako bana. Ni kuzuri sana. Because wamefinywa mahali ingine.
Yeah, example yako.
You know, I mean, and this is the reality.
Yes.
This is what happened. So because of that, now when I became government spokesman,
Yes.
we would tell people what was happening.
Yes.
People would believe, but others would always think, hapana, si
Yes.
ukweli, kuna shida hapa kidogo.
Yes.
It's because of that environment.
Exactly. Yeah,
You
exactly.
can withhold information,
But you
tell
cannot
them
lie.
partially, but you should not go out there ultrally knowing that this is not the truth.
Yes.
And tell people a lie.
Okay, sawa
That
basi.
is wrong. That is wrong.
Moving forward, hiyo ni line poa ya kujitetea. I did not lie to you. I withheld information.
I will hold information
alafu-
until the right time it was to tell you.
Alafu hiyo umenibamba na story ati some information, if Kenyans got some information, it will cause rampage, watu wanaweza ingia baridi. So the government does not tell us everything because Kenyans are cowards. That could be an argument.
No, not necessarily. It's your interpretation.
Na sasa hiyo ujanja.
No,
ndio,
unajua,
I
you
think-
can't call people cowards because you're withholding information. Unaelewa? You're withholding information that people are cowards. It's because maybe people are too courageous
Oh, they might decide to do something about it.
which may be bad.
Yes.
Umeelewa?
Yeah. Everyone knows that you want to run for president.
Yes.
What have you learned as a governor that would change this country if you were to be president?
It's not even as governor. The reason I want to be the next president of this country is because nafikiri tumeenjoy for a long time.
Okay.
Tumeenjoy for a long time.
Na uko na beef na matajiri, si ndio?
Mimi sina shida na matajiri.
As
It's
in,
good. No, it's good to make money. I make money. I work hard. And I like having money. Ni vizuri kuwa na pesa. Kuwa una pesa si poa. It's good to make money. I have to make money. I can't be aspiring to be president and I don't have money. Unaelewa? You have to have money to be aspiring to be president.
What do you mean in the videos?
You know?
Ukisema,
Yes.
wase wanaumizwa
Yeah,
na
but
matajiri.
it's because you're finding that we are becoming a country whereby the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer.
Okay.
We should have a middle class. We should have people with opportunities
Yes.
to make money. You know, let me tell you my story. Ndio utaelewa mahali natoka and why I want to be president.
Yes.
I was born in Machakos. My
Yes.
parents were very poor. They were clerks. You know, my dad was cooking tea. My mama alikuwa na file makaratasi. Wanalipa shilingi 1,500, 2,000 per month.
Yes.
We lived in Kibira Makina, nyumba za matope.
Yes.
Nilikuwa nashindana kwenda kwa choo na panya. I lived there in Makina. That's my childhood. I went to Toi Primary School.
Yes.
Tukatoka hapo tukaenda Kawangware, nyumba za mbao bila simiti. Choo ilikuwa nje, kukinyesha unatereza ukienda kwa choo.
Yes.
When I was in Form 2, I stopped going to school. I ran out of school fees.
Okay.
Lakini mzee wa kanisa akanilipia. A man called Waithaka Hezron. He's late now.
Yeah.
He paid for me up to Form 6. If not that, ningekuwa kwa barabara. Nilikuwa nimeanza kufanya mjengo, kuchotea watu maji. So I know what it means to be poor. And then, as miracles happen, when I was in Form 5, I was very strong as a Christian, going to church at Ruta Baptist, teaching
Yes.
Sunday school.
Yes.
Wakuja, some missionaries came from the US. Wakakuja, wakaniangalia, wakaona I'm teaching, so I was going around translating for them, you know.
Yes.
You know those translations zetu walikuwa nasema I come here from Dallas, nasema wamekutoka kule Marekani na wamebeba nusu mkate, you know.
Yes.
Si unazikumbuka hizo?
Nakumbuka.
You know, Jesus came with miracles. Yesu alikuja na miraa na ko. So as a result of that,
yes.
Let me just give the story alafu ndio uweze kunirudisha.
Okay.
As a result of that, they were so impressed with what I was saying, yes, and how I was doing it. When they went to the US, they sent me a scholarship to go to America.
Oh, that's how you ended up in the US?
Yes.
Sahi vile nasema, millions of Kenyans share that story. Sahi, what's the difference between you na boys mwenye anaumia sahi ama mtu mwenye ako in that family? As a governor who's risen from that position,
I think there are two
gani
things.
Kuchange life ya mtu mwenye ako.
There are two things. So the thing is, I learned a long time ago that the solutions to the problems that I have,
yes,
will start with me. The solutions start with me.
Yes.
Because here we have also created a dependency syndrome. Ati unangoja nisaidie.
Yes.
Nisaidie. You know, nangoja nisaidie. I employ people in Machakos, I employ people in my companies, but I don't employ people who are, I'm told by somebody, employ who you.
Okay.
I employ people who I think can give me value. So people walk in, they don't know me. Yes. I don't know them, they apply. I look at this young man, not at this man, I look at this young woman, she has fire in her belly.
Yes.
She's organized. She's well researched, anajua, yes, kazi yake. You give them a job, lakini mtu akikuja tu hapo nde, you know, you have to compete. It's a very competitive world. It's a very competitive world. If you're just among the group yapa, you get nowhere. But yes, also, we also need a country that creates opportunities for our people. Because there are so many young people sitting at home today without opportunities. You're
credited for being part of the team that spearheaded the idea and Najivunia kwa Mkenya. We'll talk about that in a bit.
No, it was actually my idea. Unajua, usikie kuna ajali imetokea. Alafu ambiwe ya kwamba mpenzi wako alikuwa kwa hiyo ajali. Mke wako, ndugu yako, ama baba yako, ama mama yako, amekuwa kwa ajali. Ukimbia hospitali umkuta amelala hapo, matumbo imepasuka, anakufa. Dying, they are bleeding.
Yes.
Uanze kusema oh Mungu wangu, they have already rolled their eyes, they are gone. Lakini waambiwe, we want to rush her to theater, want to rush him to theater. Tukipeleka huyu mtoto wako, mama yako theater, baba yako theater, ashonwe, hata kufa, ataponea. Wakati anapelekwa theater, wewe utasimamisha useme, wachana nangu, hivi kanye ngoja kidogo. Unaenda wapi? Uende na bawe. Sani, unaenda wapi? Wadhi nako we. Nataka kujua huyo daktari ambaye anaenda kumshona huyo mama yangu, huyo mtoto wangu, huyo ni kabila langu. Huyo ni Mkamba kama mimi. Huyo ni Mjaluo kama mimi. Huyo ni Mkikuyu kama mimi. Will you care?
Kama mtu haja get your point,
you will not care. So why does it come when it comes to politics? Kenya is in the ICU. Kenya is lying there on the surgery bed. Na bado watu wanasema ukabila, I'm going to support my person. As if that person will rescue your life. Utakufa hapo when you search us for your people. So we have to ask for our rights. Yes. I want people to have more money in the pockets.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where you are born. You need more money in the pockets.
Yeah. You love having money. So ukisema hivyo, kama mtu haja get your point, then I don't think tutawai saidika. You are also the first Kenyan to produce a fast action series. Cobra Squad. Maze, there was a time yenye Cobra Squad ilikama kuna kitu ingine watu walikuwa na watch. It was Cobra Squad.
It was also fun.
Kazi poa sana. When you had the famous handshake between you and the deputy president, hii yenye alisema alikufinya mkono. So ungemuonesha wewe ndio producer wa Cobra Squad.
No, unajua unaonea watu wengine huruma. But you see, yes, jokes aside, you see, when it comes to the political issues in this country,
yes,
there are many competing forces.
Yes.
And people get threatened when they see others rise. Because Kenyans are not stupid. We've been duped for a long time. Watu wa Kenya wameanza kufunguka macho. Kenyans are starting to say, wait a minute, si hao ni wale watu tu.
Hii handshake ilikuwa ni mtu ana feel threatened that a young person is rising na hakona chance ya kukua president ama yo.
No, ni tu unajua unawaenjoy, wanakuenjoy, they wana catch feelings.
Na wewe ulikuwa mzee wa mjei, si ungefinya back like unajua hapo na hapo. Deputy president yeye akuje aseme ulimfinya mkono.
Unajua pia tuliambiwa kwamba na Biblia unawasamehe. Na sio lazima mtu akikufanya vibaya umfanye vibaya.
Yes.
Unamsamehe. na unamwambia Mwenyezi Mungu amuonyeshe njia zingine za kuweza kudeal na watu.
Na wewe ni veteran. Wewe ni veteran kwa hii game. As in, why would you take it as a threat? Hakuna mahali mtu anaweza
No, it's words that he said.
Oh, the words, not the...
It's words that he said. And you know also I'm privy to intelligence. I'm privy to information about what people are planning.
Yes,
so
yes,
at times you have to make this public because you are privy to more than just that incident. So that people can also know that unajua, wanajua, unajua, wanajua, unajua, wanajua, unajua.
Oh, kwa hivyo kama si intelligence ingekuwa ni Cobra Squad, tuende news would be different.
Yeah, sure.
Sawa. Machakos, kulikuwa your county government was recently on the spot. Wanasema mimba hata ni mob than COVID huko imeshika huko.
Walisema hivyo?
Eh, ziliona 4,000 huko, 4,000 high.
No, unajua ni kwa nini? Ni kwa sababu in Machakos we have really improved the healthcare.
Okay.
You know, we have free ambulances covering 80 locations. They get our people for free. Ukienda Machakos level 5, our level 4s, they look like private hospitals. I've added the number of nurses and doctors. So prenatal care is big. Maternity is big. So people go to hospital. Our girls, when they get pregnant, they go for prenatal care 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you go the first time, it's counted as 1, 2, 3, 4. So they say 4 girls. But it's the same girl who has gone 4 times.
So, government spokesman.
No, but you see, the thing is, so the numbers are not exactly 4,000. They are about 900 something. But at the end of the day, the reality is this. Our girls should not be getting pregnant. That's the point. Why is a girl of 14 years old getting pregnant? And do you know who is making them pregnant? See what's there? It is their classmates. It's boyfriends. We did a research. 90% of the pregnancies in Machakos ni boys. Ni boys wana hang around, ni boyfriend na nini na nini. Alafu nakuta another 5% ni hawa vijana ambao huwa about 17, 18 hapo. Wameanza bodaboda, wameanza nini, wameacha high school juzi. They used to hang out with them. Alafu the 5% is these mad people who should be in jail, who are adults, who are sleeping with young kids. So the question I'm asking is this. Mimi nakumbuka siku zangu. If you talked to a girl, ukutu na ukiongea na msichana chini ya miti, unapigwa na mawe ujue nitoka wapi. Ukienda kwa nyumba ya msichana ati mnaongea hapo ati hi, unafukuzwa na umbwa. Siku hizi mtu anakuja anasema hi daddy, this is my boyfriend. The next thing shika hapa, shika pale, unasikia nge. So we must go back to the days and say we must protect the innocence of our children. Why are our children getting pregnant? It's wrong. No girl should get pregnant while in school.
Haukuwa unajua ndakuuliza hiyo party ya kuhesabu. Yani ni ngumu but ni sawa tu. Siku yako ina come. Final word.
Nataka kuambia watu wetu ya kwamba the solutions, you know, there's a guy called Mutambaruka who sang, who said that if I speak, do you feel weak? When you hear my thoughts, do you feel caught in the web of hopelessness? When I say attack, you know, unaelewa?
Yes.
When I say black, do you feel it's an attack? The solutions, the problems ziko kwetu.
Yes.
Ukiangalia viongozi wote ambao wamekuwa hapo, wamefanya kazi nzuri.
Yes.
Lakini lazima tusonge mbele.
Yes.
Wewe ulipomaliza standard 8 ukaenda form 1, ulienda na yule mwalimu alikufunza standard 8?
Hapana.
Si ulimwacha form 1?
Yes.
Ulimwacha huko 8. Ulipomaliza form 4, ulipoenda college, ulienda na mwalimu wa form 3 akakufunza university.
Yes.
Unamwacha.
Yes.
Kenya mahali imefikia ni hivyo. Mzee Jomo Kenyatta alitutoa kwa forest, akatupeleka nursery. Moi akatutoa nursery, akatupeleka primary. Kibaki akatutoa primary, akatuingiza secondary. Sasa William Ruto, Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta wamemaliza kutusomesha secondary, sasa tumeingia university. Tunahitaji mwalimu mpya. Na huyo mwalimu mpya kwa uwezo wa Mwenyezi Mungu ni Dr. Alfred Nganga Mutua.
Nilikuwa nataka sasa kukusalimia mkono nisikie uzito.
Kuna corona.
Mtu anipe sanitizer.
Wewe wacha.
Siwezi kukufinya na
hakuna kusalimiana Kenya hii sasa. Kusalimiana wengine watafikiri wanasalimiana pia.
Sawa. Thank you very much for coming.
Asante sana. God bless you.
Karibu sana.
Wacha tuende mtindo wetu wa kawaida sasa, tujikinge.
Haya.
Na karibu Machakos.
Of course. Next time na come. Mimi upitia by the. Next time nitapitia huko kwa ofisi.
Sasa haya, salamu basi.
Haya. Sawa basi.
Imetosha.
Haya wazi.
Thank you.
Haya. That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.